Blessings and welcome forward to Reasonings at the Tree of Life with Jerome Sage Butler. Yeah, we just want to give thanks for the opportunity in the glory of life in the living cosmos, giving thanks and praise to the Most High. Yes, so today's version of, interchanges in words and, ideas and, conscious thought processes, I'm going to be talking about the healing arts, that is inclusive of, some would say, some of the psychic healing and the crystalline healing. I know our channel here at Celia Media and Jerome Sage Butler on Facebook and IG is basically, we are basically Christ oriented, right? So a lot of our information is centered around, what is written in the ancient biblical codes, in the bibliography of our collective human existence, as seen through the eyes of, the Christ mind. So, the healing arts, as it pertains to crystalline healing, many people are very afraid who carry a mindset of a Christ-like consciousness, believing in prayer and healing. They don't believe in crystalline healing. What is crystalline healing? Crystalline healing is basically healing through crystals. Like, you notice I have river stones, right? And many people carry crystals, like, various forms of crystals. You have the bird crystals. Just like with the horoscope and such, you have many people who get scared. This is not a religion. Crystals carry an electromagnetic energy, right? Just like when you go to the doctor and in modern biochemical medicine, you take a pill which is said to be concentrated forms of specific natural elements that can create a remedy. In the old psychic healing, lots of maladies started as an electromagnetic vibration. It's vibratory. Hence, like in old form homeopathy and even some modern homeopathy, it's a vibrational cause or a natural and environmental cause. So if it is a natural and environmental cause, then to restore balance in the human body, or to put the four elements in quantifiable order, crystals carry a vibratory energy, some of fire, some of air, some of earth, and some of water. Wherever you are deficient or there is an imbalance in your four elemental core energies, then it is said that the crystals from the specific group that is out of sync or the opposite group can realign the individual. You have laying upon crystals to remove psychic maladies and vibratory negative energies. You have wearing of crystals that can remove also that bad psychic energy. You have going into crystalline caves. You can sit in the caves, and all these things that later on become biological maladies can be absorbed away from the physical body as vibrations. One of the more familiar ways in which we notice unhealthiness through a vibratory means is when Jamaicans wear silver. We are very familiar with this as Jamaicans. When you wear silver and then your silver ring all of a sudden becomes very, very black, that is almost always a sign that there is something wrong in the aura of the individual. So the crystalline energy is just one form of vibrationally removing the dark energies before they take set and become dense and biological, right? Okay, so we dealt with the crystal. So it's nothing religious beyond like, oh, it's a religion unto itself. No, because if you are a believer in God, you still go to the doctor to take the biochemical medicines, right? And I'm sure you don't believe that it is the medicine that is healing you. You believe that it's God through the medicine. So I'm saying, if you are Christian, the crystals aren't anti-Christ. The crystals are a biological thing that God has made. And just like how you pray, you can pray and have these things as part of your prayer implements, a part of your prayer altar. Just like how you have your prayer cloth, it's a part of your worship. It is not the crystals you're worshiping, It's not the pill you're worshiping when you go to the doctor and you get some pills or you get an injection. It's not the injection you're worshiping. It's not the injection that is healing you. So don't get confused when you see people wearing them crystals and you see people saying that they're healing crystals. Please, there's always negative in everything. So don't take my positive word for the absolute truth, because there are always going to be dark people. But dark people read the Bible too and bring incantations and spells from the Bible. So let us not even go there about what is sacrosanct, okay? So that is one form of healing. Another form of healing is some called Reiki. In an ancient tongue, the laying of hands, right? Now some might debate that Reiki is not the laying of hands, but it's a form of vibratory healing. Some people might quantify it in terms of postmodernist religious movement, in terms of New Age movement, or even say it's ancient Japanese or ancient Asian healing form. But Reiki is also synonymous with the laying of hands. In the Bible, many of beings were healed through the vibratory energy of praying and laying of hands on the individual. The hands become a portal through which the energy of the Christ, the divine God, the healing energy, takes form and enters into the individual. For many, many generations, there have been quite high culture developments in the spirit of laying on of hands. Reiki and its vibrational realignment of the human body, even without touch, is one form of using the vibrational energy of your hands to heal. Healing hands techniques are well quantified both in Christendom and in many of the Muslim tradition and other Sufi and subgroupings of religious culture. They're all there, right? Healing hands is a actual, factual healing technique which channels the same vibratory energy that Christ has imbued as himself through the spirit of the holy divine. Through your hands you can heal. So many people are still being healed from the touch of a channel, of a vessel being used in the divine law. And there are also many other ways of healing that encapsulate the healing arts. Because remember that there's prayer and faith. Remember there's prayer and faith, and that faith-based healing is something that we can never forget, because remember many of us, right? Our parents, our grandparents can account many stories of very painstaking events in our lives, which they guarantee you, my brother, my sister, my friend, that it is prayer that was the transmuting fact in the healing. That is the holy divine God coming through the petition of the prayer, through the belief in Christ, through the belief in the divine way, that has brought about a clear divine healing. So let us not forget the power of prayer in the healing arts. The power of prayer can never totally be quantified in terms of the mechanics of modern civilization. But many doctors can truly tell you that in terms of their biological knowledge, they have found limits of their abilities surpassed by inexplicable miracles, right? Because they have to quantify them as miracle, because they have no explanation. So it is proven by some measure, even in this information-driven age, that prayer is still a form of healing hearts. If you have faith like a mustard seed, as Christ said, you can move mountain. If that energy is channeled in the right manner, we can create breakthroughs in the lives of many hurting people. So I've offered 3 forms of healing arts. There are many more forms of healing arts which are truly sanctioned by the divine spirit. All of these things aren't given unto us by the fallen or by the Luciferian. The Most High God has his place amongst all things. Healing in its myriad forms is the divine. It is Yahweh. It is Christ. That is the true healing. The myriad forms it takes are like the myriad disciplines of education or of training or of, running, singing, of dancing. They are just processes through which you get to the awakened state. Christ is the healing. He is the herbalist, the balm in Gilead. That principle of divine healing is manifest through the healing arts. It is still happening as a lot of the processes that's going on through the crystal, through the laying of hands, and through praying. So if you have that strong faith, that strong belief in these alternative ways of healing, I suggest that you start reading more about it, start having more faith to know that your prayers can truly have an effect. You might have heard your friends say there were times when they were feeling unwell, and just a touch from you dispelled all that discomfort. Don't doubt that you might have the gift of healing hands. Don't doubt that you might actually have that ability, like the Reiki master has, to project that energy out of your hands and heal someone. You might have an understanding of crystals based upon the season an individual is born into, based upon your birthstones and all these diverse understandings of the crystals. Take it to more than just an understanding to wear something that is adorning you or something that looks beautiful. Take it to a deeper healing arts. If you understand that these things can increase a person's healthy aura and allow more positive thoughts to arise in the individual, then you can, through your stones and your understanding of these stones, help an individual or individuals towards healing. Remember, this is not a religion of itself. These are processes through which we can encounter and become the personage of healing. The healing hearts is a vast, diverse experience. Go with the true faith and the true spirit of divine nature, and you too can become that shaman, that healer, that Christ-driven herbalist, that balm in the experience of many others, that healing balm in the experience of many others. So maybe this day you are the guru, you are the healer that you've been searching for and many others have been searching for. So be that blessed healing in the balm in Gilead. Be that blessed healing that you are to yourself and to your community. Allow for some true harmonious processes to enter. This has been Jerome Sage Butler at the Tree of Life. Until we meet again, you are a blessing unto yourself and unto the living cosmos. Continue to be the blessing that you all are.